Okay, so last time you fought the Morning Star. He had so many nat ones, it was ridiculous.
That's right.
I think you mean that we were so awesome, it was ridiculous.
You were.
We were so well-versed in combat.
So good at that combat.
Yep.
Okay, so the Morning Star happened. You found the note on him implying that somebody paid him to ambush you and frame Rorgarth. And then through some low perception rolls, you were ambushed by some thugs at the docks. Managed to overcome that while saving Devin. And then got on the boat to head over. Hecky had an interesting jellyfish spawn flumph experience.
Yeah, did any of us see it? I felt like that was in the middle of the chase scene, so it was just like Hecky like batting these things away on his own.
You probably just, the other two probably just at some point saw a jellyfish fleeing through the woods and were like, what the fuck?
Do I know that I'm immune to alcohol poisoning now, or is this something that I'm just going to find out?
I think it's just something that you're going to find out. I think you're going to be like, ooh, that felt magical. I wonder what that was.
Okay. But it could have just been, oh, that was a tingle.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, something happened. Hopefully hopefully that's not going to come back to bite me in the ass.
Try all the dangerous things.
You inserted your tokens into the slots by the dock, and a boat magically appeared and ferried you across to the temple, where a aide was waiting for you and informed you that you had made it to the semifinals. So,
Damn straight we did.
Super excited. Why can't people just, we did all the work. Just give me the thing, I feel like this tournament thing was like us being given a shitty internship, and now we have to like fight off the other people for the actual job. Which I'm not a fan of.
You must slay the other interns.
So when the boat pulls up to these docks, it's a kind of a coniferous island. Most of the island is more tropical. The larger island is more tropical, but up in this kind of sheltered crater lake at a higher altitude, it's a little bit more coniferous and slightly temperate. So you see a lot of evergreen trees towering over, but it's not densely wooded. It's more kind of manicured grounds. And the temple itself is of the same style as the banquet hall. It's got that kind of megalithic structure to it without any glass windows or wooden doors. It's more just open arches. I referenced Return of the Jedi, the Yavin Temple, but I don't think anybody caught that last time. Yavin 4 is like a jungle moon that's it's like orbiting a gas giant.
It's where they get the medals at the end.
Yeah.
And there's the big procession and whatnot.
Thank you. Got
Oh,
it.
in the church. Okay.
The temple, yeah. The Jedi Temple. Well, it becomes a Jedi Temple later, at least.
Yeah, the church. The Jedi church.
It's where the dance is at the end, where they like re-put in Hayden Christensen or whatever his name is, the original dude.
That actually was indoor with the Ewoks.
Well, the forest moon of Endor.
Can we stop talking about Star Wars?
No, never. Okay, so that's the aesthetic of the temple here.
I got nothing.
I'm trying to give you some flavor and description.
With references that half of us don't understand.
Hey, that is not my fault. You should definitely refresh your original trilogy Star Wars knowledge.
So are there vines, or is it just like beautiful trees with conifers?
Yeah, not as many
cones?
vines here. At the banquet hall, it was more jungly, and there were definitely vines.
Okay.
So it looks like the same civilization built this temple, but it's in a different environment. The island is fairly large. It's at least a few acres. And you pull up, and that aide, or whatever you want to call them, the employee of the order, steward, that's the word I'm looking for, welcomed you to the island, welcomed you to the semifinals. As you get off on the dock, you see that there's another person there, a red-headed human, young male, and he seemed to be waiting around to see who arrived at the docks. What would y'all like to do?
Can we tell if he's like a contestant, or like do we remember him from the banquet?
Roll. How do I do a retroactive perception roll?
Be an insight maybe to see if we remembered him.
Okay, yeah, give me an insight roll.
Nat 1.
Hecky, you've never seen this person before.
Ooh, nat 20!
Dirty 20.
Oriana and Chrome, you've definitely seen this person before.
I've never seen this man before.
You were below the table.
You were focused on fucking silverware. That's what happened.
I don't fuck inanimate objects, thank you very much.
Okay. Let's prepare here. Okay.
So, here we go.
Oh, it's you guys. That's really disappointing. I was really hoping that it would be that pretty cleric lady.
Do we know who she's talking about?
He's talking about Joyce.
Oh. Joyce is not here with you?
No, her party didn't make it, I guess. I hope she's alright.
Well,
Hello, stranger. I'm Hickey.
Hi, shit, what's his name? My name's Arabarik. I'm in one of the other finalist teams. Anyways, I'm gonna head back in, so I'll catch you guys later. The, steward that... Was it a guy or a girl? I don't even remember. Do you guys remember?
It was a
if
girl.
a guy or a girl?
I want to say it
Okay.
was a lady.
Alright, it was a lady then. She, actually...
Do a gruff lady voice.
Scarlett Johansson. Oh, God. Not Scarlett Johansson. That was different.
She actually leads you in the same direction, so you're following Arabarik fairly closely, but he's not as interested in talking anymore. He's very let down that it wasn't Joyce arriving on the boat.
So I assume we're the last team if he's given up.
Yeah, we know that we're the last team because they said that the other 3 teams ambushed them, so we would be the 4th.
Oh, that's right.
So, as the stewardess is leading you in, she says, the other teams are inside. Sybil will explain the semifinals and how that will work. The semifinals will actually start tomorrow, so you'll have a day to rest up.
Isn't it morning?
No, this is the same day as you fighting the Morning Star and the thugs.
Oh, so
So it's like mid to early afternoon, early to mid afternoon. It's like probably like 4 o'clock.
Oh, we were super productive today, you guys.
Well done.
You are led inside the temple into a large area that's got a lot of seating, and you see the other contestants and some order members just kind of shuffling around.
Are we like sizing up the competition thing?
You tell me, are you sizing up the competition thing?
Yes. I would like to see who's all in here.
Okay, looking around, you do see the other Goliath. He has made it to this point. You see an elf who's kind of by himself. It's hard to tell ages with elves, but you kind of get the sense that he's not a very young elf. And then you see a group of 4, and Arabarik goes and sits down. He's part of the 4. And so there's Arabarik, the redheaded human. There's another human there who is a little bit shorter and he's got black hair. You see a half-elf who's got almost like pink hair, but it's long. And then you see a tiefling who also has black hair, but it's more spiky than the humans.
What does their horns look like?
They're pretty small for tiefling horns. They're more like pronghorn type antlers than like big elaborate ones.
What color is their skin?
I don't know if that makes a difference to what they can do, so I'm going to say red.
Okay.
I want it to be something else, but I don't know what that would do, so. All right. And then other than that, you see Sybil, who was the speaker at the banquet hall. She's kind of shuffling around at the front, like she's waiting for everybody to get there. And then there's some other order members that just kind of walk through. It's not like a big hall with only one entrance. It's like a big open area where there's like passages to other areas of the temple all throughout. So there's just kind of people walking around.
Mm-hmm.
As you come in and are seated on this just kind of stone bench, Sybil says, "Oh, good, the last ones are here. So very quickly, this is how this will work. I'm kind of busy, so I will run through this quickly. You are all actually in the order now, if you choose to be. You don't have to win the semifinals or the finals. You've all made it here, so you all have a place here. The finals will determine your, let's say, class order. First place will get a grand prize. Second place will get a smaller prize. And third and fourth place will still be invited to join the order, but will have to go through a remedial training program."
What the fuck?
Ouch!
So are the prizes like you're CIA agent number 1? You get all the best picks of all of the things in the whole world.
The secret missions.
Or is it like money?
Since you're all new here, you will all be assigned tasks. It will not be so much of a your choice thing until you've gained some seniority. The grand prize is each group member will get 500 gold pieces, and there will be let's call it a mystery bonus prize. Second place will get 250 gold pieces each, and then the other parties, as I've said, will have to go through remedial training before they're assigned any missions.
But I don't understand. Is this semi-final process just to create an animosity, or like we already proved ourselves?
It's to win!
You proved yourself well enough to get into the order. This is more for giving us a better idea of your capabilities so we know what to throw at you.
Why were you not watching us on the fucking island whenever that is exactly what we did? This organization seems shoddy at best, and I'll beat all of you.
Well, you're welcome to leave and get nothing.
Now, let's not be too hasty. We never said we were going to leave. We just said we were going to kick everybody's ass.
Exactly.
Well,
Thank you,
then,
Becky.
I don't know what you're complaining about, because you will have a grand prize to gather if you do that.
Perfect.
The finals will be a bracket-style tournament, fighting in an arena, on a stage, on a platform. Elimination goes to knockout or ring out, and there will be 3 rounds since there are 4 of you. There will be the initial semifinals, and then there will be the finals where the winners from the semifinals compete.
I do not watch wrestling. What is a ring out?
That's where you fall on the ground. Just think of Dragon Ball Z.
I don't watch anime.
If you fall outside of the specified fighting area.
Oh, okay.
Because you're on like a
It's
platform.
like sumo.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you go off the mat.
So then, the brackets will be determined, and the semifinals will begin in the morning. Until then, enjoy our facilities, rest up, have a look around, meet some people, and we will come to get you in the morning. You'll be shown to quarters, of course. So, I have stuff to do. Welcome to the order. I will see y'all tomorrow.
A celebratory drink!
There's kind of a food court type area in the temple if you want to
All right.
go and get your drink on.
Is the other Goliath drinking currently?
No.
I'm with you, Hecky. Let's get our drink on.
By the way, when you walk in, Chrome, the other Goliath, now that there's not a giant in the same room taking up a lot of the attention, the other Goliath turns and looks at you and doesn't look at you for very long. Doesn't specifically avoid your gaze, just kind of glances you over and then doesn't give you any more thought.
Are there pitchers of ale?
You could find some. This isn't like the banquet hall, so it's not like, people coming around waiting on people, but
I'd like to go find 2 pitchers of ale, and I would like to take him one.
okay.
Drink off. Drink off.
You don't have to wander too far off of this kind of main, almost like a foyer area before you find a kind of a bar. It's like a makeshift bar in the food court that you can get some ale at.
All right, I get 2 pitchers, full pitchers.
Okay, that'll
A
be
gallon of beer.
what's fair for a pitcher of beer. Are you going for like good stuff or for?
Whatever's there.
Okay, I'll say it's a silver for both of them for
All right.
total. You take it over to the other Goliath.
And I kind of push one towards him.
He picks it up and kind of looks at it for a second, sniffs it, takes a sip. Thank you.
I like to quaff my entire pitcher of ale in front of him.
Badass.
You do this, and he watches you for a second, and then looks at his drink again, and then begins to do the same thing, but, like, he's having a tough time. Like, he's not handling it very well.
What's wrong? You need a sippy cup?
What is a sippy cup?
It's for little gnomes, little baby gnomes. We're quite small when we're young, and holding a cup is very difficult, so there's like a little spout on it.
I do not believe I need this.
Oh, I just thought it would help you drink a little bit easier.
What art thou names?
I'm Hecky.
Hecky.
Chrome.
Chrome. I am Rildis. It is nice to meet you.
Can we tell what class he is?
Do you seem armed and armored?
He has a short sword sheathed at his side, but he's not actually wearing any armor. He's wearing clothes, but not any armor. And he wasn't in the banquet either.
He wasn't at the banquet?
He wasn't wearing armor at the banquet, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Do I have a drink? Can I buy a drink?
Yeah, 50 copper. If you want a whole pitcher, like, we'll say 10 copper if you just want, like, a mug.
I'll take 2 mugs.
Unless you want something fancier.
How much? So that's 10 copper. So I'll give you a silver. That's 10 copper, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Wait. Oh, shit. I had that backwards in my head. I was thinking World of Warcraft gold, like 100 copper per silver. Yeah, that's fine. We'll say... So that's only 5 copper per pitcher. That doesn't make any damn sense. Alright, sorry, Chrome. It was a silver per pitcher.
Yeah. I would go pick up a 3rd pitcher for myself.
Okay.
So another silver down.
So a mug would just be like 2 copper.
Okay. So I'll give you 4 copper because I have that.
Okay, so you got a mug in each hand.
Yep.
Are you just double fisting this yourself?
Yeah, I was waiting to drink with somebody.
Okay.
What is this sippy cup you speak of?
It's a pretty nifty little invention that I believe my great grandfather made. With just tinkering around, building some gears and whatnot.
A cup with gears?
Yeah, it kind of moves up to you because you like set it on a surface, and when you want something, you touch the button and it like lifts itself to your mouth, and then it comes back down.
But you only need your arm to lift the beer.
It's for when you have really little arms.
But why would you have little arms?
Because you're a baby gnome.
What's Oriana doing during this?
I don't think I go over to where they're talking with the Goliath. So I probably go spend a silver for, I don't know how much that is, but I don't have any copper, so it's just easier to say.
Well, then you get a pitcher of ale.
Okay, cool. And then I want to take it over to the group that's there, the group of 4. So I sit down and I say, "Hello, my name is Oriana. I see you're a tiefling. Where do you hail from?" And I want to say it in Infernal.
Ooh.
Without looking up at you, the tiefling just says in Infernal, "Fuck off."
Well, that is not very nice. I brought you ale, and I am conversing in a friendly manner. And all of this is bullshit, so I'm trying to appeal to your better nature.
One has to have a better nature for you to appeal to a better nature.
Ooh, you are one of those, like, edgelord tieflings. I understand.
Fucking emos.
I move the picture away from him,
Him.
and move it over to the humans and a half-elf. Be like, do you guys drink, or do you just want to be all moody and dark?
I'll drink! Arabarik, reaches for the mug and just starts, downing it.
Well, it's a pitcher. I mean, you have to share. I mean, you got all of your mouth germs all over it. What are you doing?
This stuff's not that good, actually. Here you go. He hands it to the other human with the dark hair. And that human kind of looks at it, furrows his brow, takes a sniff, shrugs, and starts drinking it less enthusiastically.
Born on a fucking farm with goats. What the hell is going on? Civil. You have to be civil. There are manners. There are rules. Society has rules that you have to follow.
Certain protocol.
Look, this is still a competition, the dark-haired human says.
Well, that does not mean, everyone's going to be punching everybody tomorrow. That does not mean that we cannot break bread tonight, No ill will among men. I mean, we're still going to be working together after we punch each other. Jess?
I mean, yeah, but, no.
Okay, I look to the half-elf as the last-ditch effort to be like, do you get where I'm coming from? I am trying to be nice. If you want to be edgy and be mean and only be friends with your friends, then fine.
I, for one, actually appreciate the effort. My name is Kumara.
Hello. Nice to meet someone with some fucking manners. Where do you guys come from? How did you meet?
That's a really long story. We don't have time to get into that right now. We really do need to
literally have half a day.
Yes, but we need to prepare for tomorrow. It's been an exhausting journey getting here, and we need we need to freshen up some, rest up, shadow box, that kind of stuff.
This has been some great character interaction. You can keep the pitcher of beer. I walk away and go over to Chrome.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm probably picking up a platter. I'm getting 7 more pitchers. At this point, I have challenged Hecky to a drinking contest.
Okay. I accept, but at that time, I need to discuss something with you guys in private.
All right, private drinking contest.
A private drinking contest. Yes!
Okay.
But aren't y'all sitting at the same table with the Goliath?
I'd like to move if that's the case.
I pick up our platter of pitchers of beer, and I find us a more secluded table.
I guess once I see Chrome get up with this entree dish of of beer, I go over to him.
And as you walk up, I think we're like about to take our first drink.
Okay, so y'all
I grab
find
one.
a more secluded area.
All right,
Drink one.
drink one.
All right, so Chrome, give me a Constitution save.
15.
All right, drink one down, no problem. Oriana, are you participating in this?
Yeah. Constitution saving +2. 19.
Okay, drink one down, no problem.
I like the idea of me still rolling a Constitution save, but it just automatically wins.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
There's
Nat
no
20. Nat
no
20.
Constitution save necessary for Hecky. So drink 2.
Drink 2.
Con
Drink
saves.
2. 14.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, Chrome, no problem. Oriana, you're starting to feel a little bit of a buzz, but not much.
This is so much bullshit.
I'm glad you bring that up because I totally agree. I don't want to be, slaves of some organization. I want to be free. So I'm cool, like, half pretending to join in this organization, like, cross our fingers, but I want to be able to have an out at any time.
We do have an out. We have to go in because of the lady, the frog lady. We have the things that she gave us. Talking is hard, you guys.
Me and the frog lady are square.
Yeah, okay, but we have to spy and spy.
Okay. Well, as long as we're all still on the same thing. Maybe you shouldn't have an outburst of how you think this is all bullshit when we're in the middle of spying.
Well, I mean, I have to say, like, I am the most with you guys. You guys, I love you guys. And we are the bestest. And,
To the bestest.
we're going to win.
To the bestest!
To the bestest.
Drink 3, con saves.
17.
7.
Oh, Chrome, you're starting to get a little bit sloppy. You suddenly have a very strong fondness for Oriana. Like, maybe this chick's not so bad despite all the, dark magic and stuff.
I'm sorry I said the stuff in the bottle was plague magic, but it might be plague magic. I think it's still plague magic.
It's not,
I'm pretty sure
but
it's plague magic.
I understand where it's coming from, though. It saved your life. I'd put it in your mouth whenever
Wait,
you're
what?
unconscious.
I'm full of
We weren't going to tell him
That's
that!
why I feel so weird.
That's why my hand is shaking.
That's why the room is unbalanced.
That we are all in this together now. We have all drinking from the thing. We're all died together. Die together.
There's only one antidote, and it's more beer! This
To
is
dying
I'm
together.
cruising here, guys.
Drink 4, con saves.
8.
13.
Okay. Chrome, you're definitely not sobering up, but you're managing not to black out completely. Oriana, you're pretty sloppy now.
Perfect.
Although you were acting pretty sloppy before, so you're really sloppy now.
Oriana's a lightweight to begin with, so just a little bit gets her,
Woo.
Hecky, you're starting to wonder about this beer.
I can tell they're getting drunk, though, right?
Yeah.
I must have ate, like, a lot of bread today.
Is this the secret of the flippy cup thing? Is that what the button's for?
It's a flippy sippy cup. Really, I don't like saying that because it sounds so silly. So,
Flippy, sippy, flippy, flippy, sippy, flippy, sippy. I like it.
Maybe
we should drink again.
Maybe there's a point to having cups with gears.
There is. You can put your hands on the table right now and not need to move and still drink.
I put my hands on the table.
Okay.
How does it work? I want to do it now.
Well,
Let's
we
go.
don't have a flipsy sipsy cup.
I tried to, like, imagining how this button sippy cup works. I tried to, like, robotically drink my next pint.
Chrome like does the robot to get his cup into his mouth. All right, Chrome, give me another con save. Oriana, are you drinking? Are you giving up on the magic gear cup and drinking?
I would like to keep my hands on the table and like bite the cup.
You actually start to think it's working because you don't realize that you're just nodding closer and closer to your cup until your face finally meets it. All right, both of you can make con saves again.
12.
14.
Yeah, the DC's getting higher now. You're both like slipping out of consciousness.
Can like whenever you bite something and like flip it up, can it just like go all over my face?
It goes all over your face, and as you lean back, you tilt it up, you just fall backwards onto your back.
Where did Oriana go? Oh, there she
She's
is.
out.
No, she's
You
not.
lose.
And I
Am I unconscious?
Did falling render her unconscious?
Yeah, she's out.
I
okay.
try to like sit her back up, and, like rebalance her, and I let go, and she just drops to the side.
My horns like poke you in the side.
I don't notice because I'm pretty drunk at this point.
Yeah, Chrome, you're thinking that laying down on the floor looks like a real good idea right now.
Oh.
You still want to go, big guy? Or do you want to concede defeat?
The Stone Horde never is defeated. And I just I'd grab a full pitcher with both hands as my next drink.
I take another drink too.
I think at this point, Chrome's just out without rolling.
Do I finish the pitcher?
You get like 3/4 of it down. The other quarter is on your armor.
And then I pass out
Yeah.
in the banquet hall.
All right, Hecky, what are you doing?
I'm kind of curious now about like everybody else's drink. Like maybe it was just more powerful than mine. So I want to finish Chrome's drink.
Okay, you finish Chrome's drink.
At this point, he probably needs to pee like a racehorse.
Yeah.
He just drank half his body weight.
He did have smaller cups than you, but still.
Something's not making sense here. I think I'm invincible.
What do you do with that information?
You walk up to the Goliath. Hit me! I'm invincible!
Yes.
You just walk up to Rildis and say,
Hit me! I'm invincible!
I am not accustomed to this game, but if you want me to hit you... He stands up. Actually, he doesn't even stand up because you're a gnome. He like just sits down and like does a weird jab at the floor at you. Let's see. That is... I don't really know I'm rolling to hit because you're like wanting this to happen, but because I already
I'm like
rolled...
standing still, like arms akimbo.
Okay. So, I guess I'm rolling just to see if it's a crit or a nat 1, which it was neither of those things. So it is going to hit, and that is 5 bludgeoning damage, and it pushes you back a little bit. Not like a full space back, but like you have to take a step back.
I'm like really, really surprised now.
Alright.
But I was invisible.
I don't understand.
How doth this game work? Do you hit me now?
Yes. I hit him.
Make an attack roll.
D20 plus strength and proficiency.
Okay, so that's a 14 minus 1, 13 plus proficiency to 15.
Alright. You punch him square in the wherever you can reach. Like
His hip.
give him a good one in the thigh, yeah, not like in the hip where he's sitting, and it just like doesn't seem to phase him at all.
Well done. Good job. We're both winners today. And I go back.
Thank you. He's looking at you very quizzically.
I imagine at this point, Chrome is probably sleep farting from all of the suds
Well,
of
it's a
beer.
good thing you all found a isolated area.
Yeah. I would like to go back and finish drinking until I figure out, number one, what's wrong, And number 2, what to do with my friends.
You get another drink. Make a Arcana check as you drink.
Okay. That's a 17 plus 0.
You're realizing you have this, like, weird magic feeling as you drink this. It's almost like the alcohol, you feel it in your mouth, but by the time you swallow, it's like there's no alcohol. There's still liquid, but it's not doing anything.
All right, this is good news. I can win any drinking competition I want.
Forever!
Forever. I don't even have to use my fake die.
This takes you a little bit of time between getting another drink, messing around with Rildis, and then going to get another drink. And by the time you come back, Heki and Oriana are actually gone. Some Observant Order stewards have carted them off to some sleeping quarters.
Chrome and Oriana.
What did I say?
You said Heki and Oriana. It's Chrome and Oriana.
Oh, yeah, Chrome and Oriana. That's what I mean.
So they have to, like, get, like, a wheelbarrow for me.
Like a bellhop's, whatever, cart.
At some point, somebody gets pinned underneath me as they flip me onto the bed.
Help!
There's like a halfling just carrying your boot. holding like your one leg that's hanging out of the wheelbarrow, holding it up to go through doors and stuff. Okay.
I don't think we ever established this, but Oriana's skin is blue.
Oh, it's blue?
Yeah, like a dark blue, like an azure color.
Ooh, pretty.
Is that a thing that is affected by a sub-race, or is that a thing that you get to choose as a tiefling? I don't even know.
It's a semi-choosable thing. I mean, it's a whole... Cause it's different devils are different colors.
Oh. Well, I just chose a color because I like the color.
If you want to be blue, fuck it.
Hell yeah.
I'm blue.
It's called a homebrew game.
Da-ba-dee-ba-da-dai. Da-ba-dee-da-ba-dai.
Alright, so I'd say if you want to have like one little shenanigan by yourself before we skip ahead to when the others wake up, we can do that.
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So Heki spends a while musing at this drinking, and then kind of just wanders around or goes and hangs out. I don't know what you do. Do some Tai Chi out in the grounds while waiting for the others to finally wake up.
I imagine him like with a drink in his hand doing yoga, and every time his hand passes by, he like takes another drink.
So at that point, it was, if y'all got to the island at like 5, it was probably, close to 7 or so by the time y'all passed out drinking. So y'all are probably just out for the night. So, let's have some fun with this.
You're gonna have fun while we're knocked out? I don't think you understand how this game is played.
Maybe you should shut your face until you hear where I'm going with this.
Oh.
So Heki, you chill out and then go to sleep, waiting for the next day.
Yep.
All right. So you go to the quarters. There's barracks kind of bunk rooms. It's not like everybody gets their own room.
Of course not. We were just accepted into the most highly secretive secret operatives. Why would anybody ever get their own room? Yeah. That's just crazy.
Well,
talk.
Some people get their own room, but you are newbies, and there's limited space. So you go into a room that's got kind of four bunks carved into the stone walls. Oriana and Chrome are already there, both of them snoring loudly. So you lay down, go to sleep, or try to go to sleep. But at some point in the night, you open your eyes and you see those flumps floating around near you. And at first you're not sure what's going on, and they start to change different colors. And they float towards you, and you realize that you can't move.
The fuck?
And as their tentacles reach out and begin to wrap around you, you feel a surge of magical energy.
Okay. Like a good surge, or like a lightning bolt through me? Like, is this like a power-up, or is this like an attack? I can't tell.
We'll come to that in a second.
Okay.
Oriana, in the same room as you're sleeping, you have a dream. And this dream...
I had a dream.
The little
in this dream,
red tiefling boys and little blue tiefling girls walk together.
Did you have to memorize that for school?
At one point, I think I did, and then I forgot it again.
Tell me what my dream is. I'm sorry for interrupting you.
In this dream, you open your eyes and you look up to the high carved window that's in this bunk room. And As you look up, a raven flies in, and it lands on your bunk, and it's carrying a tome, and it looks at you, and kind of puts the tome down next to you, and then disappears. And Chrome, as you're sleeping, you have this vision of this... You don't recognize the face, but you get the sense that it's an ancestor of yours. This glowing Goliath in shining armor. And he comes and warns you. He says, "You must be prepared to face the growing evil rising around you. You are strong with your oath, but you need to be stronger." And he reaches out and he places his palm directly over the tattoo on your face. And you feel this holy light surge within you. And when you each wake up in the morning, you're level 4.
Yeah!
Da-da-da!
And also,
Awesome.
have I still been daily taking that hit to my top max HP?
It's a cumulative thing, not a daily thing.
Okay.
So you are still at -2.
All right.
And Oriana, you're at -1.
What? So I only have 1 less hit point?
Yes.
I don't like that. I don't understand what's going on.
So, in the morning,
But how does that manifest? Do I know that?
well, you feel kind of bad.
Like I was sick? That could just be from the drinking.
It's the feeling of, yeah, I mean, it kind of feels like a bad hangover right now, because you have a bad hangover right now. It's hard to tell exactly what's going on, but you don't feel 100%. There's a knock on the door, or, the door archway, as a steward comes in and tells you that it's time to prepare for the semifinals. And they lead you to a kind of cleric station in this temple to kind of have you examined and topped off, before the fighting starts. They want you at 100%. And this cleric looks over each of you, and Heki is fine. But as they look over Oriana and Chrome, they say, there seems to be something wrong with you.
Well, that is not very nice.
As a kind of a welcome to the order thing, and in order to, get their fullest sense of who has what capabilities, they give you a free greater restoration. And both of you have your maximum hit points returned.
They didn't tell us what was wrong. They were just like, something seems to be wrong with you. Here.
They can tell that something's wrong, but they're not exactly sure what. They question you about, have you eaten any bad plants lately? Has any poisonous creature or venomous creature attacked you?
I was turned to stone once.
The cleric kind of looks at you like, okay.
No, that's true. We had to wait around and we made him some accessories.
We had to drag around a useless layabout. Where the hell is he?
I would consider Devin as a venomous thing.
God damn it. Since you arrived at the temple, Devin went off kind of on his own and you haven't seen him. Especially since you spent most of yesterday passed out.
We gave him his mission. That's all they ask, if we've eaten anything weird.
Well, they do some basic, doctor cleric questions about if you know why you were...
I got turned to stone. I got shot with some arrows. I got shot with some other
stressed
arrows.
Out.
I drank some plague magic.
Drank some plague magic.
What do you mean, drink some plague magic?
It's a bottle full of plague magic that we got from a terrible woman.
Well, I would like to have a look at this for sure, if you still have it.
Nope, it's gone.
Oh, we finally got rid of it? Good riddance.
Is Heki currently carrying it?
No, I had it last.
Okay, so are you going with this deception?
Yep.
Oriana, are you going along with it?
Yes.
Okay, then Heki, give me a deception roll with advantage.
Ooh, I'm gonna need it because that was a 9 plus stuff and a 2 plus stuff. So a 9, 14.
14. So Chrome, give me an insight roll.
That is an 18.
Heki's being a little bit weird for some reason when it comes to answering this.
When did we get rid? I thought when the weird lady in the hut lady.
I'd like to wink
and
at him.
she had what's wrong with your eye? She had the necklace thing.
Maybe you should check him out for his eye twitch.
Oh yeah, we do have it.
Oh yeah, that is right. I'm the one who has it. I pull it out of my pack.
Okay, the cleric takes it, and it is full again.
Don't waste it. We're about to go into a big thing. So you can, like, get the little tweezer thing and put it in and take some out and do tests on it. But don't take all of it.
Well, I'm not sure what tweezers would do, but I will cast Identify on it while you are going about your other preparations.
Okay.
Wait, can you cast Identify on this too? I pull out the necklace.
The cleric kind of looks at it and says, well, that looks like the symbol of Ogma, and actually, there's probably somebody here who would be better equipped to answer your questions about that. You should visit Gregory de Bolbeck. He is the equipment supplier here in the temple. And he kind of, tells you how to get to his little stall area.
Gregory Bulbasaur, right?
Gregory de Bolbeck.
That is what I said.
Gregory the ball bag.
So, do you leave the potion with him?
If we get it back, yes.
Well, he'll need some time to do this.
I will watch over him as I'm very curious about this potion. So I will just sit here waiting for them to finish, and I will stretch and fart.
All right.
Well, then you won't go to the weapons person. Do you want us to pick you up a weapon?
No, I'm fine with my ex.
Okie dokie.
The cleric actually calls after you as you start to walk away and said, I meant later. You don't have time right now. The first fight starts soon.
Are we in the first fight?
Yeah.
Are you lying? I want to insight that. That was that was weird as fuck.
That was the DM being weird as fuck.
Oh, okay.
The cleric.
Well, it's a 6 insight anyway.
Okay.
Well, then we best get to it.
Fuck.
I love how this is a character decision you've made.
Is that what our podcast has been reduced to? Fart jokes?
Yes. It's where all podcasts end up eventually. We might as well.
Might as well get it in early.
The cleric says, I can wait until after your fight to figure out what this thing is, but if you think this was the cause of that, I wouldn't drink it again anyways.
I do not. I swipe it. I think it is his paranoia.
Plague magic.
Hey, it's your potion. Your body's.
We'll see you after we win the fights. Good day.
As you begin heading towards the grounds where the arena is for the fight, you see the guy who ferried you across to the island in the first place from the banquet hall come up to you, and he's got a tray with 3 drinks on it. And he says, hello there. It's good to see you again.
Are these mimosas?
These are, look, these are totally standard drinks that definitely will not help you win the fight. Wink, wink.
Oh, I understand. Mimosas. I down one.
Okay. Other 2?
No, I don't take one.
I don't want one either. I'm too gassy.
I'll take theirs. I drink it. Theirs.
Okay. Well, I guess you will be the MVP for this fight. That will be interesting.
I love mimosas. Thank you so much for your help.
He says, thank you for helping me, with my pocketbook. Wink, wink.
This is the same person who ferried us across on the first boat. That's what you mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the person who told you about the wager.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, he runs off to prepare. You guys go. About 5 minutes later, real strong stomach pain in Oriana's abdomen.
Hang on, guys. I gotta go to the loot.
Oriana, you have gained the poisoned condition.
No! What does that mean?
It means you have disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks.
Shit.
Are you kidding me?
Can I tell that she looks sick?
It's very obvious that she looks sick.
You shouldn't have tried to drink with me and the gnome. You were no match.
No, you're right.
I think it was those mimosas you just drank.
I will slap her cheeks to get some color in them, and I will use 5 points of lay on hands to cure her poison.
Okay. Oriana, you are no longer poisoned.
Get in the zone. Shake it off. Wake and bake.
That was a very invigorating cheek slap you just got.
Gotcha. Can I insight that to see if it was last night's drink or the drinks I just had?
Make a medicine check.
What's medicine? Wisdom? That's not good. 16.
Doesn't feel like alcohol.
Could I tell, like, whenever I was drinking the mimosas, could I tell that it was, like, a magic drink?
You weren't thinking to check at the time.
Well, no, I mean, like, If it's not the alcohol, then the next likely thing.
It tasted like a weird concoction of stuff, but that's what he told you it was, so...
Okay.
I mean, they didn't taste like mimosas. That's for sure.
What they taste like?
Like a energy, like a, you know, when you, what's the fucking word I'm looking for? When you blend up like a bunch of juice of a bunch of healthy stuff, but
Oh.
it tastes gross.
Like a smoothie.
That's basically what it tasted like. Yeah, smoothie.
Gotcha.
Like a shit smoothie. Like a shitty smoothie. Not a
Like
shit
a
smoothie,
kale
but a shitty
smoothie.
smoothie.
Why do you know what a shit smoothie tastes like?
Don't ask.
Dropped a shit smoothie in my toilet recently.
Look, Zeta Kappa Epsilon has very weird rush proceedings.
So I could come to the conclusion on my own that the stuff was not good.
I'll tell you what, make an insight check.
Ooh. 5.
Okay, so you don't necessarily get the sense that it was malevolent. You're like, man, drinking 3 of those was probably too much for me.
Gotcha.
And/or
Okay.
this guy needs to reinvestigate his smoothie craft.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. Okay, so you are set up at the arena. It's an outdoor arena, so there's kind of like a amphitheater seating setup, but the stage is a large square stone platform.
So it's the World Martial Arts Tournament.
It's the World Martial Arts Tournament. It's a square about, let's say 60 feet by 60 feet. I think hopefully that'll be a good number. Hopefully I won't realize that that's a mistake later. And it's kind of in this area where there's some of those tall coniferous trees growing around the seating and stuff. It's not like totally enclosed, but there's some tall trees that, as the day goes on, will cast some tree shadows onto the stage at varying angles and sizes depending on what hour it is. So, as you guys set up, there's a board that you see that has the brackets written on it. And in the, what do you call it, bottom bracket, outermost bracket, first bracket?
I think it's first.
Do y'all have team names? Do y'all have team numbers? Should I
Purple
have assigned
Dragons.
team numbers? Actually, when you get there, they ask if you have a team name, and Heki says that immediately, and they're like, all right. So they write Purple Dragons. And then next to that goes Rildis, his name. And then on the other side is, it just says the Ishimaru Party. And next to that is Finric. The name Finric. So, it's kind of like last second preparations, crowd starting to gather. The crowd's basically just employees who don't have a task to be doing right now. And then Sybil, who is overseeing the tournament.
So are we in a huddle, like, about to go out into the arena, like, gladiator style, where we're all, like, getting pumped up before we come out?
We who are about to die salute you!
I would like to find someone to bet with before we go out to do this.
Okay, approach whoever you want to approach.
Okay.
Are you looking for something specific in a person, or are you just going to, like, the nearest person?
You should go up to Sybil.
No, I'm just gonna go to the nearest person.
Okay.
Hey,
Hi.
you betting man or woman? I don't mean to presume your gender.
We're not allowed to bet on the tournament. That's very, very bad. Very taboo.
Right. Wink, wink. We won't be betting.
Make a persuasion roll with disadvantage, because Sybil's, like, right there.
Okay. Aw, I got a 17 and a 6 plus 5, 11.
Yeah, so this woman that you've approached just kind of, like, shakes her head and shoos you off.
Heki, what are you doing? Come on, we have to do our group huddle thing that
Okay.
we're about to do.
You do see the guy who ferried you and brought you the drinks, though, in the crowd, and, like, when you look up at him, he kind of winks at you.
I wave.
Okay. He's like looking around, like, don't draw too much attention. He, like, plays it off like, yeah, I remember you from the boat. Yeah, good job.
How? So does he know he poisoned us? Because that was weird. I would have thought he would have hid.
You don't know that he poisoned me.
Oh, I don't?
No.
Oh.
It just looked like I drank a bunch of bad stuff and then got a tummy ache and then he cured me.
Okay.
All right, so, is there anything else I should bring up before we just jump right into this?
No, but I would like for us to have an amazing, startup, in the corner, starting at 5'6".
What's your entrance music?
Final countdown.
Space Jam.
Welcome to the Space Jam.
Boss wave.
All right, so Sybil basically stands up and says, all right, time for the first round of the semifinals. The first match is, she looks at the board, the Purple Dragons and Rildis. And there's some low energy clapping. And
Wow, this crowd is not into it.
it's early in the morning, and they're like, yeah, okay, newbies, sure.
Are you kidding me? If any company had a battle royale between new interns coming in, beating the shit out of each other, that would be amazing.
Okay, they're like, woo, yeah, let's see some blood. Let's get this shit started. The crowd is super into it, wildly enthusiastic.
There's one guy
There we go.
way too into it.
Yeah.
It's like, does he even work here?
He doesn't even go here.
How did you even get to this island?
Does anyone want to wager on the outcome of this fight?
You're yelling into the crowd.
Yes.
Sybil looks directly at you and says, no wagering.
Right. And I wink at her.
Strictly enforced against the rules. We'll send you through the HR department afterwards for a full briefing. Anyways, so let's get the first match started. The rules are, this is not a fight to the death, just win by incapacitation or ring out. That's pretty much it.
I want a good, clean fight.
None of this. Bam! None of that. Boom! Definitely none of this. Ha! Alright, so, Rildis climbs up onto the arena from the one side. There's little steps, in the middle of each side. So he steps up onto the platform first, and there's some woo! One guy's like, nah, never mind. That wouldn't have made sense. I was going to say something about his size, but there's a Goliath on the other side too, so.
I thought you were a giant.
No. He's kind of a giant subclass, but not a full giant. Goliaths are not true giants.
Yeah, they're not. Goliaths are 8 feet tall, not multiple stories tall.
Yeah, giants are 17 to 25 feet tall or something like that.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, that's why Rorgarth needed his own custom chair in the banquet hall. Oh yeah, Rorgarth's in the crowd too. You see him again.
Is the Morning Star in the crowd?
No.
A hill giant is size class large. I think stone giants are size class huge.
Size class big ass.
So Rorgarth is over 20 feet tall.
Gotcha.
Also, he's got white but almost blue wispy hair. So, y'all ready to get into this?
Are you ready to rumble?
Are you ready for this?
And that's the copyright claim right there.
We have to stop. We have to stop soon because you're only allowed so many seconds.
Yeah, you're 5 seconds, and y'all are 12 seconds over that.
Well, I think it doesn't matter if we don't make any money off the podcast.
And also,
we're not making any money off this?
I'm done.
how will they find this song? I doubt that their song finding algorithms can do techno mouth noise identification.
The original creator of that song is going to be a fan of our podcast until he hears that.
My grandma, who's going to be listening to this, I'm sure, might report us.
the one that swatted us before.
Yes.
Okay, so did y'all step up onto the platform yet?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Rildis kind of gives you a small bow and says, "Fight honorably."
Don't tell me what to do.
And somebody somewhere hits a gong or something, and y'all go.
Do we
Alrighty.
roll initiative?
Yes, roll some initiative. God damn it. All right, what's everybody's initiatives?
12.
6.
5.
Okay, his wasn't as bad as I thought then.
The purple dragons are not morning people.
So, early morning, at this point, I'm going to say 2 of the trees are casting big shadows, kind of diagonally across opposite corners of the platform. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so there are 2 shaded areas, about 40 feet apart. So, now that that's happening, Oriana, you have the first move. Rildis is, as you know, a Goliath, still not wearing armor, has a short sword at his side, but does not currently have it unsheathed.
Okay, can you describe our locations? Like, are we on the long sides or are we on the short sides of this platform?
It's a square.
Okay.
So you're not at the corners. It's a 60-foot platform. You've stepped onto the platform. You probably walked a little bit from the edge, so you're probably 40 to 45 feet apart.
And the edge, 20 feet of both sides are shadow.
On the across 2 of the corners.
Across 2 of the corners.
So, but opposite corners, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to get within 90 feet of, what's his name? Rorgarth?
Of Rorgarth the giant or Rildis the Goliath that you're fighting?
Rildis.
Okay.
Yeah, Rildis.
Wait, hold on. I gotta do some Pythagorean shit here. 60 by 60, what's the hypotenuse?
60 times square root of 2. 60 times about 1.4. So 6 times 14 is 12 times 7 is 84. 84 feet. A little bit more, because I rounded down on the square root of 2.
Okay, so,
I don't have to move.
yeah, you're within 90 feet anywhere on the platform.
Okay, I would like to cast Magic Missile.
Oh, shit. Okay. And you are
That's
doing
an
this, because this is not like a regular Warlock thing, why don't you go ahead and say why you're able to do this?
Because I leveled up.
I know, but what did you choose when you leveled up that allows you to cast Magic Missile as a Warlock?
I took the feat.
Oh, Magic Initiate?
Yes, Magic Initiate. So I got Magic Missile, Firebolt, and Ray of Frost.
Alright, so you cast Magic Missile. There is no attack roll or save to that.
That's good because I rolled an attack roll and it was a nat 1. So that
Well,
is very good
we'll
news.
use that for your next attack roll then.
So how are we doing Magic Missiles? Is it 3d4 plus 3, or is it 1d4 plus 1 times 3? Basically, are you rolling the missiles individually or as a group?
Unless you assign which one is, like, to each person.
Yeah, probably individually, because I feel like like if you do one shit roll and then that just gets tripled, that's gonna suck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So 3d4 plus 3.
4 plus 1. 2 plus 1. 4 plus 1. So 13, 13 plus 3.
16 force damage. Wait, how? How is it 16? Well, no. There's not an extra 3 at the end. It's the d4 plus 1 3 times.
Oh, okay. So then 13.
Alright, are you moving at all?
No. But I have bonus actions.
Okay.
I have a bonus action. I'm so excited. Okay. So I cast Hex. You deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target when you attack it.
So, for the future, you should do that before you cast a different spell.
Oh, okay. My bad. So do I not get it?
You wouldn't get it this round. Also, choose one ability when you cast the spell. The target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Yeah, so I like to do strength.
Okay, so that's your turn.
That's my turn.
That's your turn. So, next it is Rildis' turn. And I said you were about 45 feet apart. Are you all 3 just kind of in a line, grouped up together, like facing him?
I'd say spaced out a little bit.
Like standing shoulder to shoulder, kind
Yeah,
of? But
we're spaced out.
Yeah.
Like a group shot.
Yeah.
Like you pan across us.
So, as you cast the spell and it hits him with a pretty decent hit
And what does
He's
it do?
going-
It gives him disadvantage on what?
on strength checks,
Okay.
Which includes strength saving throws, I'm guessing.
it just says
Oh.
ability checks.
Well, damn it.
But he'll
I
be
didn't
bad
know
at pushing
that.
and grappling people for a little while.
Okay.
So, he is going to run up the full 45 feet
Oh, damn.
and make an attack on Oriana without drawing his sword.
Hit me! I dare you! Do it! Coward!
Do it now!
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
So that will be 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Make a con save for Hex.
What
You need to
happens?
roll a concentration save.
Oh. What is that?
Plus con your save.
What's saving?
Con saving
Plus
throw.
con. Plus con. 2 is 10.
Just keeps it. Okay, so he's going to hit you again.
Ouch.
I think. Let me see. 13?
That hits.
Okay, so that is... Oof. 9 bludgeoning, so you need to make another concentration save.
8.
Shit.
Alright, so you lose Hex.
Damn.
Damn.
So,
If you can get that up again, that would be fantastic.
okay. Then he's going to spend a bonus action to hit you again.
Jesus Christ.
Ooh, but that is not going to hit. That is a 11. So what he's going to do is... You see him kind of clap his hands together and assume a defensive stance.
I would like to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke.
Okay, that's a dex save. That is a 23.
Okay, he beats it, but that just means he takes half damage. So that's a 19, so half is, 9?
Yeah. Alright. That brings us down to Heki. You see this Goliath race across this platform way faster than you were expecting, even for how long his legs are, and smack Oriana pretty decently twice, and then assume this defensive position. What are you going to do?
Now, if I prepare an action and the trigger doesn't happen before my next turn, can I make the trigger be that or before my next turn?
I think if the trigger doesn't happen, you just lose the action. Also, I think as written, if you ready an action, you have to use your reaction to cause that readied action to happen.
Yeah.
So you couldn't use your reaction on the same turn as a readied action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then here's what I'm going to do. I am going to cast Web, and I would like to... I know I'm going to get Oriana in this, but I don't want him to be on the edge of the web. I'd like to have him as much in the web as possible, but not get Chrome in it.
Okay, so since y'all said y'all were pretty close to each other, I'm going to assume that you're about 10 feet away from Oriana right now.
Okay,
And then...
Like I'm in the middle?
let me check.
I was in my head, I imagined you kind of on the left side of the three of you.
It fills a
Okay.
20-foot cube.
Yeah, so if it's centered on him, it will extend 10 feet in any direction,
Okay,
which would definitely get Oriana because she's within melee of him.
Right.
yeah.
And it would probably get you too if you don't move first.
Okay, I'll move back 5 feet, and then I'll cast Web.
Alright, so that's a dex save, I believe.
Yeah, deck save.
Spoderman does whatever a spoder can.
I'll go ahead and roll. That's definitely going to make it. He rolled a 23.
Okay.
So if let's see. Oh, if the web isn't anchored between two solid masses or layered across a surface, it collapses on itself.
Yeah, it's layered across the floor, so it's 5 feet deep.
Oh, he doesn't actually need to do that until his turn, but I'll use the same roll. Each creature that starts its turn in the web or that enters them must make a dex save. On a failed save, it's restrained. It passed the save. If it succeeds, it's no longer restrained.
My deck save is a dirty 20.
Okay, well, neither of you would need to do that until the beginning of your turn, but we can use those rolls.
Oh, okay.
So, you moved a little bit, you cast web. Doing anything else?
Yeah, that's it for now.
Alright, so Chrome, I'll say you're about 20 feet away from Oriana and Rildis. You'd have to enter this area of web to get within melee range of him, though.
And the web is difficult terrain.
All right. Guardian bless me, I'm going in. So my deck save as I go through the web. That is a 16.
That'll pass.
Okay.
All right.
So it is difficult terrain, so you have to use double movement to get within... I guess you have to move 5 feet in it to get 5 feet from him.
Mhm.
So, 10 feet of movement to get in there, plus the 20 feet. So you'd have to use your full movement to get up to him.
All right. And I'm going to go after him with the axe. Is this a disadvantage?
He's dodging. Yeah.
So that was a nat 20 and an 8, so that comes to 14.
Doesn't hit.
All right.
This web is difficult to get your axe through. Okay, so that was your full movement and your action. Are you doing anything else?
Bonus action wise, I'm going to hold on to my spell slots.
Okay, that brings us back up to Oriana, which now would have been when you did the deck save, but you already rolled it. You got a dirty 20, so You're fine. You are in difficult terrain. You'd have to use 10 feet of movement to get out of the web.
Okay, that's fine. So I cast Hex as a bonus action. So do I just roll it? It just happens?
Well, the hex happens. It's whenever you hit him with something, he takes hex damage.
Oh, okay.
So this is your second spell slot?
No. Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
not a bonus action cantrip.
Yeah. Okay, so I don't cast that again.
Okay.
Wait, okay. The rule is if you cast a bonus action spell, then your action spell has to be a cantrip.
You can only cast one non-cantrip spell on your turn.
Okay, so yeah, I will do that.
So you're still doing Hex?
I cast Hex, and then I cast, or I move back.
So he's going to get an attack of opportunity as you move back.
Okay.
He's not restrained, so he doesn't have disadvantage, so...
Unless you use your action to disengage.
Yeah.
Or your bonus action as a rogue.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I will take the opportunity attack.
Okay, he rolled an 18.
Ouch.
That hits.
Okay. Oof, that's another 9 bludgeoning damage.
Damn it.
And...
Con save your hex.
Oh, seriously?
yeah, every time you take damage, you have to do a concentration check.
Okay, I passed it. It's 17 plus 2.
Okay. That ought to do it.
Since he hit you, he's going to spend another key point and attempt stunning strike.
So make a con save again.
17.
You make it. So you resist the stun.
So can I get out of this damn web?
Yes, so 10 feet of movement to get out of the web, and then you are 10 feet away from him at that point.
I would like to cast Firebolt.
Well, the webs are flammable. Any 5-foot cube of web exposed to fire burns away in 1 round, dealing 2d4 fire damage to any creature that starts a turn in the fire.
Nice. I thought this says unattended flammable objects at night, so I was like, oh, yeah. Me and Hecky. I rolled a nat 20, so that's
A nat 20?
10 plus 7.
Damn. Okay, he is hexed. And that's 17?
Yeah.
And is that including the hex damage?
No. Plus 6.
So 23 fucking damage?
Yep.
And next turn, he's going to take 2d4.
Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm sorry, Amber. He was dodging. You have to make that attack with disadvantage.
18 to hit.
Okay, it still hits, but you don't get the crit damage.
So what was...
It's 7 plus 6.
Okay, so 13. It's not looking quite as bad as he was. I really hate to do that on a fucking crit, but I did say he was dodging. Okay, so now let me go back to web. This is so much shit to try to focus on at once. This is a complicated round, guys.
Yeah, wait until you put us in the ring with 4 other people.
I know, it'll be so much fun.
And I web them.
Okay, so the 2 5-foot cubes of web between you and him are ignited, so in 1 round they will burn away and deal 2d fire damage to anybody that starts its turn in the fire.
And his cube that he's standing in? That would be the second cube in, I guess.
He'll be in contact with the fire anyways.
Yeah.
I'm not going to worry too much about the exact cube figuring out bullshit.
Okay.
Okay, so if he starts his next turn in the fire, he will take the 2d4 fire damage. So that was Oriana's turn. So now it's his turn.
Either he stays in the fire with me, or he runs out of the fire and takes an opportunity attack.
So he takes 2d4 fire damage.
I guess I roll that because it's like environmental.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if he has anything that would help against that or anything like that. I don't think so.
He's a Goliath, so he can Stone's Endurance some of it.
Ooh, I like this a lot. Okay. Okay, so he's gonna take the 2d4 fire damage. So that's 5. You see him kind of slap his hands together in a few intricate patterns, and then all of a sudden...
Did he make his dex throw?
Well, he's not moving.
But he started his turn in the web.
I guess that's true. Okay, dex save. Yeah, he definitely passes. That's a 21.
Damn.
So he slaps his hands together in a few different signs, and then you see... Well, Chrome, you don't see anything, because suddenly it's just dark. Oriana, let's see, you were 10 feet away from him? 15 feet? What did we say?
My speed is 20,
You moved out of the web. Did you move any more when you got out of the web, or did you I think you just shot it right there.
No, I backed up. I moved my full movement, so I'm 10 feet out of the web.
Okay, so that would be 20 feet away from him. you see this very quickly expanding sphere of black, and it does just get to your face. Like half of your head is in darkness. Like the front half of your head is very dark all of a sudden. But you'd probably like jerk backwards and realize that you're like right at the edge of it. And then Heki, you only backed up like 15 feet, right?
Out of the web, yeah. So he's 10 feet in, so I'm 25 feet away.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the darkness stops like 5 feet in front of you.
Smoke bomb.
Okay. So that's what he does. So that brings us down to Heki. So now there's just a big sphere of darkness. You have no clue what's going on inside there.
All right, I would like to ready an action.
Okay.
I would like to prepare Scorching Ray for whenever he pops out of the darkness.
Okay. So that's your action prepared, which means you'll have to use your reaction to trigger it. Are you using any movement, staying where you are?
I'll back up another 5 feet.
Okay, you are backing up. You are currently in the shadow of the tree.
Okay, that seems reasonable.
So that's that. Chrome, it is your turn. It's very dark. You can't even see the glow from the fire in the web anymore. You're 5 feet away from him, so I don't think you're in the fire, but you do need to make another dex save.
Web save 14?
I think Heki's is 13?
I'm 13, yep.
Or did it go up with a level up?
Nope, that's it.
Alright.
Because our proficiency didn't go up.
No, I took a feat, so I am now what is it called? Elemental Adept. So all my fire attacks ignore fire resistance.
And you can treat any one on a damage roll as a 2 with fire spells.
Oh yeah.
And I'm going to just reach out and try to grab him.
Okay, so the grapple is athletics, right,
Yeah.
on your part? So I'd say you make that at disadvantage since you can't see. And you're reaching through the web.
That is a big old 11.
He can do acrobatics, though, which means he rolled a 25.
Whoa!
God damn it.
So you reach out and your hand kind of feels where he is, but suddenly he's like not there, at least not that part of him anymore. You're not sure where he is.
Alright. So I tried to grab him. I'm gonna kind of, as part of that bowling forward, try to run through where he was. So
How does that work?
I probably take 2d4 for walking through the fire if I end up taking a path through the
he's
fire.
still there. He kind of ducked around your hand is all.
I mean, basically it'd be like him spinning around me as I lurch forward.
Fuck it. We'll say you end up on the other side of him, and yeah, you'll take the 2d4 fire. That's 6 fire damage.
I'll take all of it.
Alright, so you're now on the other side of him. Did you stop, like, right on the other side of him?
Basically, I'm imagining this as I, go for a tackle, and there's nothing to tackle, and I just keep running.
Okay, so if you use your full movement, you could probably get out the other side of the web. You'll still be in the darkness sphere.
Alright.
And is there a reason he shouldn't take an attack of opportunity?
I mean, he'd be just as blind as me, but...
Yeah, it'd be at disadvantage for sure. I'm trying to figure out if there's something else I would want to use his reaction for, though. So yeah, he's going to go ahead and use his reaction to make a disadvantaged attack of opportunity on you. Which is an 18 and a 1. So, he does not hit that. In fact, because he rolled a nat 1, I'm going to make him roll the dex save again against the web.
Nice.
He rolled a 12, so... Yeah, he is currently restrained, and that's actually interesting. I'm going to have to check something about
It's only
restraint.
disadvantage. You can't move, and you have disadvantage on your attacks. Attacks against you have advantage. But that's all that restrain does. You can still spell cast, etc.
You can't move, as in you can't use your movement.
You can't use your movement, but it does, and it restrains your hands, but it does not prevent you from using your hands.
Yeah, this is one of those things where wording is very important, but I think I know how it's going to work. So, all right, so that was your turn. He did not hit you with his attack of opportunity. Okay, so you're outside of the web, inside of the darkness, and you're on the opposite side of him now as Heki. So that brings us back up to Oriana. You are right at the edge of this sphere of darkness.
I would like to cast Toll the Dead. One creature makes a wisdom
Is it one
saving
creature
throw.
that you can see?
I don't think so.
It doesn't specify. You at least know where he was, so I'll say why not.
So it's a wisdom save.
That is a 15.
My spell save is a 14, so you don't do anything, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't take any damage.
Okay, so do you do anything else?
I would like to back up, just so that I'm out of the darkness a little bit, so that if he runs at me, I have a place that I'm not, like, right up against the thing.
Okay.
So I back up from the darkness, like, 10 feet.
Alright, so that was Oriana's turn. You backed up a little bit. You don't have a lot of room to back up now, though. You're pretty much at the edge of the platform. So, Heki is to your right, in the shadows of the tree. Right in front of you is the sphere of darkness that has Chrome and Rildis in it, and you can only assume as to where they are.
Okay, so I would like to move over to where Heki is, as close as I can get.
Yeah, you can get most of the way towards him, at least.
Okay. But still, like, a little ways out from the darkness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so, Heki, how far away were you?
First, I was 5 feet out of the web, and then I moved another 10 feet out of the web, I think. So I'm 15 feet out of the web.
Okay.
And he is no longer restrained because that part of the web has burned away.
Right, thank you. Should it spread after one cube burns? Should it move to the next cube?
Probably. It would only make sense.
Okay.
Well, that's up to you. I really envisioned I could shoot in the middle of the web, and then he would still have to try to get out of the web.
If I lit the middle of my suit on fire, my entire suit would burn. It's all connected.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would anticipate that it would take at least a round before it spread to the next one.
Well, yeah, every round when it burns, it would burn all of the adjacent ones to all of the parts were on fire.
Yeah, so it's not like the whole web is gone now. It's just like the adjacent ones to that line that Oriana started on fire is on fire.
I get you.
So most of the web at this point is on fire, but it's still going to be there for one more round at least. Chrome's outside of the web. Rildis is in the center. It's Rildis' turn. So he's going to do a thing that you can't see. And then all of a sudden he's behind you in the shadow of the tree behind Heki. And Oriana, you're not far away now because you ran over to Heki.
Does that give me my prepared action?
That's a good question because he's behind you. So can you see him? He's going to take his action first, and then it's going to alert you that he's there.
Okay.
So he has advantage on this attack.
So he's right behind me?
He is right behind you. And he rolled a 25 to hit.
Okay.
Because he had advantage.
That's going to hit.
So, let's see. That is 9 bludgeoning damage for the first hit.
Okay.
The second hit does not have advantage, but he rolled a 17 plus 6, so that still hits, which is going to be another 8 bludgeoning damage.
Woo.
And he is going to spend another key point for another stunning strike, so you need to make a constitution save.
Okay. Is this another attack? Because I would like to shield if I can.
No, this is an effect of hitting.
Well, and also you couldn't shield because shield takes reaction, and Scorching Ray is your reaction.
Oh, okay. So that is a 13 plus 3, 16.
Okay, so you do resist the stun. It's not your turn, so you can't move, but realizing what's happening, you can turn in place and use your reaction to cast Scorching Ray. He is in melee range.
So there would be a disadvantage.
Okay, well, I'll do it, because, yeah. Alright, so for my first attack, we got a 14 and a nat 1.
Okay. I'm gonna say in surprise with this first ray, because you rolled a nat 1, you take 2 points of fire damage.
What?
Nat 1's gotta matter for both parties, or they can't matter for anybody.
Okay, so that was my first. My second ray.
So all 3 of these with disadvantage.
4 plus 5, 9. The other one was a 15. Oh, here we go, an 18 and a 15, so 19? No, 20. Dirty 20.
20 will hit.
All right, so that is 2d6. 8. And then for my wild surge, 17.
Okay, so that is your reaction. So that's the end of Rildis' turn, which brings us to Heki, so your actual turn. So you're right there beside him now.
Okay, I would like to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And then move away from him and out of the shadows, probably 15 feet away from him.
All right.
And then I'm going to use Quicken spell, my meta magic, which is 2 sorcery points to change any of my spells into a casting time of 1 bonus action. And I would like to cast Scorching Ray.
Okay. So no longer at disadvantage.
Alright, so should I just roll these all at once since they're not in disadvantage?
Go ahead and do one at a time.
Okay. That's a 14 plus 5, 19.
That'll hit.
Okay, 2d6. 7.
All right.
Okay. 9 plus 5, 14.
That one does not hit.
Okay. And 7 plus 5 doesn't hit. And then Wild Surge is a 1!
Okay. Go ahead and give me that D100 roll.
Holy cow, this is awesome. 21.
Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Okay.
So, that's the end of your turn.
Yes it is.
So, that brings us to Chrome. You are still in this darkness. You hear some scuffling outside of the darkness, but how could he possibly have gotten there? So, do what you will.
I will run towards the sound of scuffling, even if it's potentially back through the web.
Alright. Okay, go ahead and give me a dex save, and then you're going to take the 2d4 fire damage, because this is the last round of the web. It's 5 fire damage.
5 damage. And that was an 18 dex save. I've been getting very lucky on these dex saves.
It is still difficult terrain. I'll say you passed through a 5-foot cube, then there was a gap, then another 5-foot cube, so we'll say it cost up 10, 20 of your movement getting through the web. So you're probably like on the other side of the sphere of darkness, but still in it.
And then I'll use my action to keep dashing.
Okay. So your movement speed is 30?
Yep.
So I think you can get right up to him.
So I just whoosh out of the thing, and I will get up right up to him.
All right.
And is it where are we geographically on? Is this like kind of a cornerish area?
Yeah, because y'all are inside the tree, except for Heki. Y'all are inside the shadow of the tree, which is across one of the corners.
I would like to issue a champion challenge. Bonus action, channel divinity. He has to make a wisdom saving throw or be unable to move 30 feet from me.
That is a 19.
Yeah, that saves.
Face
Okay.
Chrome, you coward!
You guys, like, dex and wisdom saves are this dude's jam. He kind of glances back at you, but doesn't seem to be affected.
All right.
So that's your turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up to Oriana. So you are probably like 10 feet away from him.
Okay. First, I have a mechanics question. When I cast Magic Missile, I have to cast it at the first level, but it also says it doesn't count against the number of spells known, but I think I used it. It still counts as a spell in my spell slots, right?
No, but you can only do it once per long rest.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was right.
Yeah.
And the second thing is Chrome has not used his opportunity attack, correct?
No, because he hasn't used his reaction this round.
Okay, perfect. I would like to grasp the Dark Shard Amulet and attempt to cast a spell.
Okay, give me an Arcana check.
Not 20,
Oh,
which
okay.
doesn't mean anything,
Oh.
unfortunately. And I would like to cast Lightning Lure. So the range is 15 feet. The target must pass a strength save or be pulled up to 10 feet in a straight line to you. If it is moved within 5 feet of you, it takes 1d8 lightning damage.
Okay, cool. So, strength save. That's an 8.
Nope. So, as he's pulled 10 feet towards me in a straight line, I believe Chrome will get an opportunity attack.
Yes.
Nice
Chrome, make that
combo.
opportunity attack. This is a good combo. I like this a lot.
Nat 20!
Fuck yeah.
And I'm a pour a smite into it.
Fuck this guy.
Okay. And this will be, because I said 10 feet, so he's like basically smacking Oriana. Like, Oriana has to take a step back. So, oh, I love this. Okay, so tell me what your full action is first, and then I would like very much to paint a picture with this.
All right. Oh, so I'm coming in with the smite. So that is 18 slashing damage
Damn.
plus another 18 radiant.
Holy fuck.
36.
And then, Oriana, roll your 1d8 for the lightning damage.
A 7.
Okay.
And my hex damage is a 2.
All right. So, Oriana grasps her amulet and reaches out her hand, and this bolt of lightning stretches out, wrapping around him and yanking. And as it does, think slow motion, Chrome raises his axe in both hands and brings it down. And as it's about to strike, an arc of electricity from this lightning lure comes up and infuses his axe head as it comes down right into the chest of Rildis. And Rildis is very unconscious.
Is he dead? Did we
I basically bat him into Oriana, who then tases him.
Let's see. What was the total was 36 plus 7 plus 2, so 9, so 45. So no, he's not dead outright. But he is very unconscious.
We win!
There's like silence for a second as everyone's like, what the
And also,
fuck?
if darkness is concentration, the shadows go away.
Yeah, that shadow is very gone. And you see the last little wisps of the web burn away as it disappears.
That's right.
I went to Knight's Tale this. We're like, yeah!
Are you not entertained?
The crowd is immediately in an uproar. As like there's like a second of pause and then just Sybil says, "Very good show. Winners of round 1 are the Purple Dragons."
You could sound not so disappointed whenever you say it.
It's a cool name.
Sure. Great job. A steward comes up and leads you off of the platform as a cleric comes up and begins tending to Rildis.
Is the next round today? I asked the cleric.
Yes, the semifinals and the finals are today, but you will have a chance to rest up, and we will be sure you are very fresh and ready for the next round. Okay. So,
Morning beer, morning beer, morning beer.
Morning beer.
Morning beer.
Morning beer.
and it's a good choice because there's actually, I forgot to mention this, but there is a rule in place that the competitors don't get to watch each other's rounds because they don't want to give anybody an unfair advantage of like having seen strategy before and stuff like that.
Nice.
So,
Gotcha.
so none of the other contestants have been in this crowd, and as y'all leave, the next 2 sets come up, and y'all don't get to watch.
Cool.
So y'all go have a morning beer.
I would like to crop dust as I walk past the other team.
You hear Arabarak say, "Does anything smell funny to you guys?"
Who said yoga earlier?
Me.
There was a dude in my front yard. Not really my front yard, but like at the end of my driveway in the street doing yoga yesterday.
In the street? Like where the cars go?
Yeah, there was some running club. So there were like 40 cars on my street. And they were all like running, wearing nothing but jogging shorts and all fit and fuck them. And then this guy, apparently when he was done running, he just needed to stretch his hammies, and he did some yoga in between my wife's car and his car at the end of my
Weird.
driveway. It was really weird. And it was like at 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm sitting there like looking out my window, drinking coffee, like staring at this guy.
Downward facing, get the fuck off my lawn!
Yeah, I see his balls.
That reminds me of on Remember the Titans when he starts doing yoga in like the quad and like all the girls are looking at him from the upper window. I think he's doing Tai Chi or something.
I like Tai Chi. I would take a Tai Chi class.